CuriosityStream has thousands of documentary films and shows available on demand on any device. We're the Netflix for nerds, the Hulu for history buffs, the Disney Plus for the scientist in us. There sure are a lot of streaming services, aren't there? CuriosityStream is the one you definitely need if you're the type to nature dock and chill, if you're an armchair astronaut, if you prefer physics to psychics, or perhaps you know a precocious paleontologist. Go to curiositystream.com to learn more and sign up today.
Odyssey now has hundreds of new exclusive music stations for you to discover your new summer soundtrack.
Get moving with worthy workouts for a cardio sesh fueled by today's top artists.
Hanging with your crew? Throw it back with Picnic Party for old school jams for your cookout.
Or sail away with Odyssey's new yacht rock station, Jugger Yacht.
For summer barbecues, road trips,
or relaxing poolside.
Hundreds of new exclusive stations, plus all your favorite local radio stations and podcasts. It's all on Odyssey.
Brought to you by Macy's, Geico, and Coke Zero Sugar.
Dak Prescott deal, where's Artemi Panarin, spring training stuff, it's all out there. Netflix documentaries, that's all out there. Also, I have to say that my favorite commercial that is running on the radio station right now is when Mark Malusis comes on, and I believe it's an AutoZone commercial, and he goes, my wife Donna, right?
My wife Donna, right? Her car battery died.
He just throws the right in there.
Because we talk about the rights all the time with right. My wife Donna, right? Her car battery died.
So my wife Donna, right? Her car battery died.
Do you think well, sometimes I don't even realize I'm doing it.
Yeah, I've caught myself a couple of times.
I've tried.
It's difficult. It's now becoming part of the vernacular.
When did this happen?
Over the last year, I would say. When a lot of talking head situations were starting to emerge in more politics and sports, and it really started to leak in severely over the last year.
Al, you're a language guru. When do you think it happened?
I think it happened a long time ago.
But it's gotten worse, now. When people say right, it used to be at the end of a sentence. Now it's in the middle of what they're saying. You understand what I'm saying?
So my wife Donna, right? Her car battery died.
Somebody will make a point and then say right in the middle, and they're still not done yet.
They want to make sure you're following along.
Right.
Do you think that was in the copy?
No.
Because they know Mark? Or do you think Mark just put that in there on his own?
Definitely put it in there on his own. My wife Donna, right? Right. One of the issues I had when I first...
Spring training is just for baseball players no longer, right?
Right. Is there right in that copy?
No.
Oh, okay.
But I could put it in the copy like Mark did.
You could, but you wouldn't.
The Islander season is almost halfway point, right?
Right. You could throw it in there. You could throw it in there anytime you want. You could throw right. That's why it's so overused. Because it never doesn't fit.
Right.
Right?
Right.
I went on it, right? The crutch words I was going to say that I had the biggest problems with when I first started were you know and I mean. You know and I mean. I used to say that all the time. You know, I mean. So I printed out you know and I mean in front of me when I was doing a show.
We all have those.
And I tried to get rid of them. Right?
Well, some people would like to say honestly.
Right.
But let me tell you.
Let me tell you something.
Let me tell you.
Honestly, let me tell you.
How about Donnie and Milford? Donnie, what's happening?
Hey, Don.
Dude, you guys, I'm an English major, and you're going to derail me talking about verbal crutches and saturation.
What's your biggest pet peeve, Don?
You know what I'm saying? Stop with everything is not amazing because it doesn't mean anything anymore. But anyway, because that's all because of the saturation of advertising. That's why we're all mimicking. But anyway, I want to talk about boom. There's a KGB museum on 14th Street in Manhattan. I visited this place. The stuff they had in the 50s and 60s, you make your head spin. You're like, oh, my God, what's going on now? You need to go down there, and I think you probably could get some inside information from the people who run the joint. You know what I mean?
You think so? Is it actually open right now? Do you know?
That I don't know. They might not operate under this country's rules. Who knows what's going down at that
So
museum,
there's a KGB museum in Manhattan. I know there's a sex museum in Manhattan. Al told me about that.
Is there?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Al, did you go to that sex museum?
I have not been, but I've...
Al told me about it.
Once the pandemic's over.
You're going?
I'd like to go.
You and Jerry can go together.
KG.
It's temporarily closed.
Yeah, I see that. Temporarily closed, the KG. Now let me Google the sex museum, see if that is open as well. The KGB Espionage Museum is temporarily closed. It is, let's see the address here.
West 14th.
There it is. Yep, West 14th Street. 245 West 14th
About
Street.
a little over a mile from
Yeah,
here.
not far from here.
And the Sex Museum, Al, that's something that you guys have talked about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sex Museum. How come it? Museum of Sex. There we go. 3-minute, 233rd 5th Avenue. It's closed, but it opens at 1 p.m. on Wednesday. That's an odd time to open up. But if you want to check that out, you can check that out. I think that Al is his first day back. He's going to come in here.
I'm going to go to the Museum of Natural History and then the Sex Museum,
Then
both same day.
And then maybe hit the Guggenheim on your way home. All right, let's go to Danny in Jacksonville. What's up, Danny?
Hey, guys. Artemi Panarin, when he returns, since he was over in Russia.
We don't.
No.
Russia?
We don't know that he was over there.
Okay, well, but when he gets back, does he have to isolate himself?
Well, the question is where has he been? I'm assuming that he is still here, and I have read and heard that he is skating on his own. So I can only assume that he's skating at the Ranger facility and still going through the COVID protocol. So hopefully he wouldn't have to go through some sort of quarantine before he came back.
Phone, Danny.
Yeah,
would have kept you on there.
right. How about Johnny in Whitestone? Johnny, what's happening?
Grinding coffee beans.
Boomer and Gio, what's up?
Hey, John. What's up, Johnny?
Listen, it's 55 degrees outside right now. All I can be thinking about is the boat parade.
Oh, yeah.
Gio, I got a question. This is in your department.
Yeah.
So, we have the boat on exit 53. I think we need to make a barge, or it needs to be at the end destination. It needs to be part of the parade.
I agree.
Casamigos, or maybe another sponsor. I mean, we got the Coast Guard guy. Maybe they can confiscate it, get it in line, something along these things,
So if we find out who owns that boat, we will make sure that guy gets in this boat parade. He's a big part of it. He'll be a big part of the party. We'll have him on. But we got to find out whose boat it is. But I'm with you, John. I mean, it's almost like serendipity.
Yeah, somehow, some way, that has to be involved.
Yeah, it is. It is 100% because it's now become a thing here. So yeah, without a doubt, we will get that boat involved. But we got to find the owner, and the owner may hate us. You don't know. The owner may hate the fact that we shine the light on this situation. Be like, hell, I was going to keep that boat there for a good 2-3 weeks.
Don't you know a trailer guy? Don't you have a trailer guy?
I've learned from you that you got to have a guy for absolutely everything.
I could probably find a trailer guy right now.
Yeah, but don't get that involved in this thing.
Why?
Well, because that's just too much then. Because first of all, we don't know who owns the boat, where you're trailering it to. You're just going to take it?
I had a yacht guy.
You did have a yacht guy. Your yacht guy was also had a very funny name as well.
His first name was Boomer.
Yeah.
Yes. It's weird.
Boomer's yacht guy is named Boomer.
Wasn't my yacht guy, but I found out how to get to a yacht guy. That's the thing. I could get to a trailer guy.
That's the most impressive guy you have pulled out from the time that we've been working together as a yacht guy. Because, it's usually like, oh, I've got a Bluestone patio guy.
Right.
I've got an HVAC guy.
So I always, there are always sometimes these hoops and, bumps you got to go over to get to things.
Sure.
And I'll never forget, it was the first year of the Empire Challenge out at Hofstra.
Okay.
And one of my employees, Tammy Amaker, was running the game at the time. And she was pretty much frazzled dealing with everything that she had to deal with, from uniforms and coaches.
A lot of stuff.
And dealing with Hofstra and everything else. The first time we tried to pull this off, and I threw it all on her plate. And and I said, you got to have a trophy and all this other stuff. Right? So here we are, day of game. And I said, Tammy, where's the trophy?
Oh, no.
We had no trophy.
Oh.
And she started panicking. And I said, okay, let's take a big deep breath. And let's see if we can find where our initial trophy is. And if not, then we got to get a trophy guy, right?
Yeah.
So I said, look, this is what I want you to do. I want you to call this guy, because this guy is my UPS guy.
Wow.
And find out where, because this was before all the UPS apps and all this stuff. It was in the early 90s, 95 or 6, I think. And there were no apps. There was no tracking, none of that stuff. So you had to have somebody you could call. So I played basketball in high school with a guy who is now this UPS management guy.
Wow, so you went to the UPS guy.
And this is on a Saturday afternoon.
Wow.
The game is like at 7 o'clock that night, as you know, and this is like 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Sure.
And it turns out that we find our UPS guy. Our UPS guy finds out where the trophy is. The trophy is at the UPS plant over there in right outside of Hofstra. Right there in
great.
Uniondale.
Perfect.
And so we were able to get the trophy.
Oh,
So to me, at that point in time, that was the best get I had ever seen, that Tammy somehow got it done.
Figured that out. Yeah.
And we got the trophy, and then when we went to hand the trophy, it fell off the base.
No. Did it? This was the first Empire Challenge?
Yes.
It's only got...
You got to learn. You got to learn as you go on. You know?
Right. Eddie just put up a phone call where it said, "This is classic bad Eddie screening." That's what he put up into the topic line. So, I mean, why would you want... I don't want to take this call now, but then I feel like I almost have to see how bad it is.
I think you have to take the call.
Is this one of those things where this guy was so nice that you had to put him through, but like...
Yeah, kind of.
You're how old again? 97. Hold on for the boys. All right, let's try. Tom in Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin. Hello, Tom.
Hey, I just don't understand. Is Arturi Panarin bigger than the team?
Yes, he is.
I just don't understand that. Boomer, what was the worst injury you ever had?
Well, he's not out because of injury. He's out because of some other things that are going on in his personal life that obviously are significant enough that the team is supporting him.
No, I'm saying, what was the worst thing that ever happened to you in football?
Concussion, maybe?
Did you see the game with the Hawks and Lightning over the weekend?
I did not see the game, but what happened in that game?
Defenseman came in and leveled the forward, and they kicked him out for a match penalty. And then when it was all over, the NHL decided, no, it wasn't a bad hit. They let it go.
Did you see the Tom Wilson hit on the Carlo hit, on Carlo, the defenseman for the Boston Bruins this week?
Yes, on replay.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, right?
Yeah, I played a little bit.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, Tom, hang on. We're just going to keep you around for the rest of the show, and you can pipe in, ask a question whenever you want, all right?
Thanks.
All right.
Okay, hang on there, Tom.
Thanks. That's Tom, Sturgeon Bay. Hey, Tom, where is Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin, in relation to some of the other cities?
It's 30 miles from Green Bay.
Okay. All right. You go fishing up there?
I go where I can get a chance.
Okay. Are there sturgeon in Sturgeon Bay?
No.
Well, that seems like a false advertising.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, hang in there, all right? Hey, hang on. We'll get you back
Just hang on there.
All right, it's Tom in Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin. He's just going to hang with us for the rest of the show. Maybe he's got some questions for Jerry.
CuriosityStream has thousands of documentary films and shows available on demand on any device. We're the Netflix for nerds, the Hulu for history buffs, the Disney Plus for the scientist in us. There sure are a lot of streaming services, aren't there? CuriosityStream is the one you definitely need if you're the type to nature dock and chill, if you're an armchair astronaut, if you prefer physics to psychics, or perhaps you know a precocious paleontologist. Go to curiositystream.com to learn more and sign up today.
Odyssey now has hundreds of new exclusive music stations for you to discover your new summer soundtrack.
Get moving with worthy workouts for a cardio sesh fueled by today's top artists.
Hanging with your crew? Throw it back with Picnic Party for old school jams for your cookout.
Or sail away with Odyssey's new yacht rock station, Jugger Yacht.
For summer barbecues, road trips,
or relaxing poolside.
Hundreds of new exclusive stations, plus all your favorite local radio stations and podcasts. It's all on Odyssey.
Brought to you by Macy's, Geico, and Coke Zero Sugar.
Odyssey now has hundreds of new exclusive music stations for you to discover your new summer soundtrack.
Get moving with worthy workouts for a cardio sesh fueled by today's top artists.
Hanging with your crew? Throw it back with Picnic Party for old school jams for your cookout.
Or sail away with Odyssey's new yacht rock station, Jugger Yacht.
There are hundreds of new exclusive stations to check out today.
For summer barbecues,
road trips,
or relaxing poolside.
For every mood, every interest, every passion. by Odyssey.
It's the morning show with Boomer Esiason and Greg Giannotti. Boomer and Gio.
Unfortunately, Tom from Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin, hung up on his own. I thought he was going to hang out with us the entire show. I was really disappointed. I think he had some questions for Jerry Recco and everything else.
The first thing he said to me was, "Hello, just wanted to see if Boomer and Gio are still on." So that's
hold on, Tom. Yes, 1 second. Yes, they are. Let's check and see.
So I drew a somewhat of a point out of him, and then we went from there.
And you put him up. Yeah, Tom in Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin. Another reason why I wanted him to hang around for the rest of the show is once Al comes back, he's never making it through again for the rest of his life. So that's
right.
Eddie's just letting them all through. As these days dwindle to Al's return and the call screening, Eddie's just a sieve right now with these callers. Right through. Like a big old caller waterfall right into the board. All right, we have Jerry Recco back with us, and he's got an update and moment of the day. What's happening, Jerry?
Well, I mean, just a couple of things here. We've got this the trade for the Raiders, Trent Brown to the Patriots. That's new this morning. We've got Ralph Vacchiano saying the Giants expected to put the franchise tag on Leonard Williams. That's new this morning. Other than that, not much. Cowboys and Dak Prescott, the monster deal, 4 years, $160 million. That continues to be quite the story as he will earn $75 million this year, $66 million in a signing bonus, not whatever. It's a lot of money. So he's going to get that. A couple of highlights sound-wise. I did play for you last hour a new one from Jerry Jones, which I do enjoy, from the Colin Cowherd show from a couple of years ago.
I don't have time to have a bad time. It isn't on my schedule.
Well, his schedule is going to have a press conference tomorrow, and that's going to be a good time as they will officially, as they will officially announce this deal tomorrow in Frisco. And then the other one is the smartest man on the planet, Rob Gronkowski, getting into the digital world.
Non-fungible tokens are digital assets that are unique and limited.
But you could tell him that, like, earwax was a thing that people were buying, and then write a bunch of stuff for him, and he would do a commercial for it.
You know, it's funny you say that because the guy interrupted him, but he basically says about a week ago he didn't even know what this was.
Of course, until somebody came to him and was like, hey, you can make some money on this stupid stuff. And he said, let's do it.
Yep. So, he actually explains it a little bit.
It's basically going to be like a digital trading card. You know those trading cards you have in person? You know, you open the package.
Oh, those.
Well, that's what it kind of is going to be, but it's going to be digitally.
Digitally. It's going to be like a digital trade card that you get, like the card you hold in your hand, but it's going to be digitally.
I'd love to get more out of him. All right, so what does that mean exactly?
Yeah, well, it's like, it's people have them, and then you buy them, and I get rich. That's what they told me.
That's exactly right. I saw another one went for $200,000 just a little while ago. I forget which one, but I saw that maybe about a half hour ago. Nationals beat the Mets yesterday. Mets take on the Cardinals today. The Mets are going to try and do something that's going to be a little bit novel to them. They're going to try
not have an error.
The ball around.
Yeah, right.
They're going to try to play baseball as opposed to playing soccer.
They've had 6 errors in the last 2 games, which have given the opponent 5 runs. So they will try to definitely improve on that. Luis Rojas.
You want to say that it's early in camp and we have room to, but it's like we need to do it right now.
And your professional baseball players. Let's go. It's March 9th. So they'll play the Cardinals with Taijuan Walker making the start today. The Yankees had that day off yesterday in Florida. They will play the Tigers today with Devi Garcia making the start. NHL tonight, a lot with Artemi Panarin. Of course, Boomer's still wearing the jersey, and you've got all the people. I saw the special that the guy called in about the Russians.
Yeah.
And
KGB spy situation.
Yeah.
And exactly what he was discussing with the perfume bottle. I saw that episode as well. It is freaky, as you can imagine, what goes on over there. So I did see it. And it's like a 7-part.
Nothing that goes on over here.
I didn't say it does or doesn't. I'm just saying in that documentary it was pretty wild talking about the Russians. Rangers in Pittsburgh tonight. The Islanders take on the Bruins, and the Devils are in Washington. Elon beat Hofstra, so Hofstra's season is over. They will not get to compete for the CAA championship. Instead, it will be Elon and Drexel tonight on CBS Sports Network, and we're going for $20, me and G. I've got Drexel. You've got the Phoenix. Good luck with that. Appalachian State wins the Sun Belt title. Automatic bid into the NCAA tournament. What's so funny? What's so funny?
Hold on.
What are we doing here?
No, so Al just sent us a picture
of
one of us. Let's just put it that way. Someone who works. So one of us who works on the show.
Yes.
From a long time ago. This is what the picture that was just sent to us. It is so jarring that Boomer said to me, "Who is this?" Like, all right, this is.
I
someone,
didn't get it.
Right. All right.
That's because you're on that Android.
Yeah, hold on. No, I'll send it to him.
Screw up the. I didn't want to screw up the photo.
It doesn't screw up the photo.
I'll send separately.
I just sent it to you, Jerry. All right. Okay. So it's a picture of one of us on the show, and it is so like shocking that Boomer didn't even know who it was, and I quite frankly, it took me a second as well, and then because I thought it was two women from the '80s.
What the hell is that?
You don't know either. This is live reaction to this.
Oh, wow.
I
just zoomed in around the hair.
Yep. All right. So we will put it out there.
Wow.
Is it okay to put it out there, Al? You're telling me
Yes.
we can mention it. Okay. All right. We can put it out there.
All right, I'll tweet it on the Boomer and Geo show
Yeah,
account.
but I don't even want to talk about it. Just Al
put it out there and say, who is this?
And take a look at it. Wow.
Who are these people? Who is this? Who is the person on the right?
I thought it was like, Ace of Base or something. I thought it was like a
Carney Wilson and
or somebody.
Hart. Was
that
the
is
name of the
unbelievable. Yeah, Hart, of course.
Yeah, I know.
Baltimora? Is it Baltimora?
Baltimora.
Listen, none of us are aging great, but she's got to look at him and be like, "What the hell happened to you?"
I gotta say, facially, I think Eddie looked. Oh, I didn't want to.
All right, so it's
facially, he looks very similar.
Well, that's what I said. I actually was able to crop out the hair, and I can see his face.
Yeah. All right, so the picture is out. Is on the morning show account, Al?
Yes.
All right, so it's on the WFAN mornings account. It is a picture of Eddie and his wife from what year, Eddie?
I got us probably like 80, maybe 85.
85. So before you walked in here to WFAN.
Yeah, I would say 85.
1985,
Wow.
Eddie Scazzeri.
Senior year of high school.
So 18-year-old Eddie Scazzeri.
17.
17-year-old Eddie Scazzeri.
Not for nothing, Eddie. Well, never mind.
This is going to get a lot of hits on Twitter.
Yes, this is.
I mean, it looked like two women singers is what it looked like. When I first saw it, I was taking a look. I was like, okay, who is this from the 80s? And then I looked even closer, and there we go. Amazing.
They're in that. What was that Swedish group? ABBA.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking of. ABBA. Ace of Base, ABBA, Baltimora.
That is really incredible.
It's a mind blower. It's like that's why we couldn't even get through the next couple of minutes without mentioning it because it was just so. I just love how both Boomer and Jerry you didn't know who it was.
Well, you didn't know, did you?
Well, I did immediately.
You did,
not
okay.
immediately, but I figured it out right after. But I mean, it took you guys a little bit longer.
You posted this less than 90 seconds ago. You've got 100 likes already and over 50 comments in about 90 seconds. That's incredible.
Yeah.
How about that?
It's on WFAN mornings and
Damn.
Morning show with Boomer and Geo account. And it is up there. Man, oh man. Eddie, you must have been crushing it back then.
In terms of crushing what? Grapes?
No. Like, I mean, you must have been like a ladies' man is what I'm saying.
Fighting the girls off.
His wife scooped him right up, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a one-trick pony.
Really?
Yeah, only one.
Wow. Do you look
that
back on that?
That hair was unreal.
You look back at that and like, man, the way, like you look at this picture, like I really should have taken advantage while I could. Does that ever cross your mind?
No, never.
Who pursued who in this relationship?
It was kind of like we in the same group of friends, group dating kind of a thing.
Yeah, but
so.
whose head is on whose shoulder?
Still to this day.
Yeah, right. She's used some of her yarn to sew it there. Yeah.
Were you a musician?
No. Didn't smoke weed. Didn't play an instrument, although I had the look.
Wow. All right. So just long hair.
Yeah.
You had the look. No drugs, no music, but had the look. And no women.
Yeah.
No drugs, no music, no
really
women.
Harping on that
Yeah,
part.
sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Not so much.
No, I just look at this and I see him and I'm like, this guy could have cleaned up in high school with that beautiful hair, that beautiful mane of yours. And I'm thinking, I figured he did. But that's okay. It's all right. It was destiny, as they say, right? Well, you don't
Always
say that.
is, yes.
Yeah, true.
I am Pepe Le Pew. Everyone should have a hobby, don't you think? Mine is making love.
I thought Pepe Le Pew got canceled.
He did.
He did. Yeah.
Did you remember him saying those things?
No, nor did I. I saw.
Nor did Eddie, apparently.
Right. No, there was a video that I saw of an old Pepe Le Pew cartoon where he's. Well, the headline was like, Pepe Le Pew gets canceled for being rapey. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. And I
wasn't.
But that's what the headline was. So I was like, you got to be kidding. So I watched it, and he's forcing himself on a girl, and he locks the door so she can't get out. I was like,
I just don't remember the scripts like that.
yeah, no, I know.
But we were kids, so we don't remember.
Yeah, no, it's a tough one. But anyway.
Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. None of the three.
All the good news is you just get free porn, so don't worry about it.
Well, yeah, at this point.
What?
Yeah. Well, at this point, we all have free porn. Yeah, I don't know why you said that, but it is a true statement.
Well, the point being is that like you're canceling a lot of things, and I understand why people feel that way.
Yeah,
but I also understand that the reality of what is out there and what is available now is a hell of a lot worse.
Fair, I believe. Yeah, I mean, to me, it's like it's different silos, as you like to say, different silo type of things.
I understand that, but you know.
A couple of other things here, college basketball-wise, because it's local. MAC tournament in Atlantic City. Iona plays Quinnipiac, I think, at 5, and that's followed by Fairfield and Manhattan. And then you got the Big East and the Big Ten will begin tomorrow with their conference tournaments. And away we go. The NCAA tournament begins next week. Time now for moment. We have some choices today. Moment of the day brought to you by Casamigos Tequila. Casamigos Tequila brought to you by those who drink it like us. Earlier discussing the New Jersey Sportscaster of the Year award.
Like, who votes on that?
I don't know.
Is it like, do you have to nominate yourself?
I hope not, for Carlin's sake.
Yeah.
I hope we don't find that out.
Chris, Carlin, Rutgers.
It's terrible.
How was that SNY? Worked with Adam Shine. Loudmouth.
That's terrible, man.
Loudmouth, 1 or 2 words. I forget. It's been many years. Should I put CMB in or not?
Oh,
Sorry, Chris. I apologize.
No, you're not. There you go, guys. Moment of the day.
Very good, Jerry. Thank you.
CuriosityStream has thousands of documentary films and shows available on demand on any device. We're the Netflix for nerds, the Hulu for history buffs, the Disney Plus for the scientist in us. There sure are a lot of streaming services, aren't there? CuriosityStream is the one you definitely need if you're the type to nature dock and chill, if you're an armchair astronaut, if you prefer physics to psychics, or perhaps you know a precocious paleontologist. Go to curiositystream.com to learn more and sign up today.
We're all on this planet together, so join Odyssey and find your one thing. August is a great month to help out the environment by improving your gas mileage. Make sure your tires are properly inflated, and heavy items like golf clubs aren't stored in your trunk. Take your car in for a tune-up to ensure it's running at peak performance. And when the weather is nice, walk or bike to your destination to enjoy a beautiful summer day. Join Odyssey, and together, each of us doing one thing makes a greener tomorrow. What's your one thing?
What's up, everyone? I'm Carmelo Anthony. And while you may know me as a basketball player, there's a whole lot more I'm ready to talk about. That's why I started What's in Your Glass, a show where we'll sit down for a glass of wine and a conversation with the biggest names in sports, music, media, and entertainment. Listen and follow What's in Your Glass, a presentation of Cadence 13 and Creative 7 with me, Carmelo Anthony, now for free on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Odyssey, or wherever you get your podcasts.
It's the morning show with Boomer Esiason and Greg Giannotti. Boomer and Gio.
Yeah, I know how you like to go to the Tanger outlets.
I do,
out there.
out in Riverhead.
Yes.
Dick's Sporting Goods put a store out there, huh?
Yeah, that's what I just read on Newsday.com.
Oh, awesome. Newsday.com.
And the Long Island Railroad commuters are still bitching and complaining.
Well, wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah, 100% I would.
Well, yeah, absolutely. Especially you packed into a train, you're cutting services. I mean, I get not many people are traveling, but you can't cut it too far. So it is, it's funny because we see this picture of Eddie and his wife from high school.
Yeah.
And they were high school sweethearts and got married. So the picture that we got was from an Instagram account, which is his wife's Instagram account. So I guess maybe I was inspired by the web sleuthing that was going on in that documentary I watched. So I went to check out her Instagram account to see why she posted the picture when she posted the picture. So it was today. It was about an hour ago that she posted the picture because, ironically enough, after yesterday's discussion on the program, it's Eddie and his wife's 30th anniversary.
Oh, okay.
Eddie, who refuses to celebrate anything. No, nobody cares about what's going on in your life. I'm sorry. Jimmy crack corn with your milestone.
But it was not my Instagram.
I understand.
Yeah, we understand that.
But this is one of those things where it's the 30th anniversary. Clearly, she thought about it enough to post a picture. I would assume that something is going on between you guys as far as a dinner or something,
Well,
or
not
a
yet.
gift, or
Not yet.
Well, you're not going to go out, but maybe maybe you cook her a nice meal, something like that. Maybe a gift.
The pharmacy downstairs open.
Yes.
Get something down there.
Walk in there, get a cart and a toothbrush. Yeah, I mean, so...
Get one of those Sonic toothbrushes. They're good.
Yeah, I actually went down there on Friday. We were talking about Coke Zero.
Yes.
I got myself a cherry Coke Zero can
Oh,
from
you
the
did?
pharmacy downstairs.
Nice.
I had to have it. But are you going to do any celebrating tonight?
Yeah, well, see, 'cause for me, it doesn't matter to me, birthday. But, of course, person you're married to cares about anniversaries and birthdays. So you make compromises.
Okay. But you can't. Do you tell her this doesn't mean anything to me? You can't. So, like the birthday thing, I can. But like the anniversary, that's a shared thing that you guys have
For sure, yeah.
You can't tell her this doesn't mean anything to me.
It's not that it doesn't mean anything to me, but I don't feel the need to publicly talk about it.
Okay.
And celebrate it. That's what he's saying.
All right, I suppose. And has there ever been a consternation point between you two guys?
Oh, yeah, but we're well past that. We're 30 years in.
Right. No, I understand. Yeah, you just
And
stop talking
that was
to one
even
another.
pre the 30-year clock counting, because we together since 84.
Wow. 1984.
Yeah.
I was 2 years old.
I
when
was
you guys got together.
and I was drafted by the Bengals.
Unbelievable.
Jonathan in Somerset, New Jersey, give me the good news. What's happening?
How we doing, boys?
All
How
right.
you doing today?
Good.
Boom. The good news. So I
Yeah.
was just wondering how you felt about Dak, Son's NFL MVP, Son's Super Bowl appearance, making more money in 5 weeks next year than you made in your entire career.
True that. I'm happy for Dak. You know why? Because Dak was
I
a
know you are.
fourth-round draft choice,
You're a
and
union guy.
Dak has earned every dollar. So
Yes, he has.
and I appreciate it. And that's one of the reasons why we went on strike in 1987, so guys would make more money. And guys would get the free agency faster, and guys would get into a situation where they would benefit from the player in the field.
Thank you, Boomer Esiason.
Well, thank you, 1987 players that went on strike.
Yeah.
Not just me.
Hey, you're who was the one laying in front of the bus, though?
That was me.
That was you.
Yes.
Who was the head of the Players Association?
Gene Upshaw.
All right. I mean, who was the the head player rep?
I was a player rep. I was not what J.C. Treader is, the NFL player I think Mike Ken was back then.
Oh, okay, well, never mind. Anyway, who laid in front of the bus?
I did.
Okay, Boomer
Who had the
Esiason.
biggest salary in the NFL?
Boomer Esiason.
I did.
That's right.
So I had lost $75,000 a game.
Wow,
that's what I was getting paid.
That's still to me.
And that was the highest. That was the biggest paycheck that year in the league.
Still, I mean, still to this day, that's a lot of money. $75,000 a game.
Yeah, but what did Al say? Al, you're saying that Dak is getting $1.1 million?
No, $4 million a game.
Oh, $4 million.
$1.1 million a quarter.
A quarter.
A quarter.
We've come a long way.
A quarter. By the way,
I made $1.2 million a year.
Okay, right, which was the highest paid player at the time.
At the time, yes.
Yeah, I mean,
because I just signed a contract at August of 1987.
It's all about inflation. You know how it goes.
Yeah, I understand.
Speaking of the Bengals, there's some leaks, some uniform leaks.
Yeah, they're coming out with a new uniform design in April officially. Now, I don't know what's out there on the internet right now, but it doesn't. If what's out there in the internet now that is leaked as their new look, it's going to be a very plain look. If
Disappointing jersey.
I don't know if it's. I have to see it officially. I can't go by what's on the internet as an unofficial leak.
I do have to tell you, though, generally these leaks lately with these uniforms turn out to be the true jerseys.
Yeah, I've seen a number of fan mock-ups that would be awesome jerseys for the Bengals.
Yeah.
And it's probably not going to go in that direction, but we'll see.
That's a shame.
I think the Bengals uniforms, had too much going on over the last few years. A big white panel on the side, and they had orange shoulder pads and white jerseys, and you don't need all that nonsense.
Yeah, there was that same rollout where I believe the Vikings had the same white panel situation. The Bengals did, and the Browns had those stupid ass pants that said Cleveland on them.
Yeah,
there was a couple in that group that were really bad. I'm missing one more, but the Bengals were in that mix.
Yeah, and I didn't like it. There's too much going on. I just think that. Does black and orange great as Oklahoma State.
Yeah, they do.
They do it great, man. And they do a lot of different things with their uniforms. But for whatever reason, their black and orange looks better than mostly everybody else's. But the Bengals, I'm looking at a mock-up right now that I believe this is a fan mock-up.
Mm-hmm.
You see these jerseys and these uniforms? They look great, right?
No, I love those. If you added a white jersey in there, too, it would be even better.
Well, they will. I mean, of course, they would have to. But, man, These I don't know if I can get the TV to look at these, but these are what they should look like.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, jeez.
What do you think?
No, I mean I think they're great. I mean TV's good.
But again, those are I believe that's a fan mock-up.
I love when this happens.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh,
there we
zooming
go.
out. Oh, there they are. All right, move it out.
Now, those uniforms would be
great.
great.
Go to the left and zoom in. All right.
But
now we got them on TV.
Seems like the ones that are being leaked right now are a little bit plain.
Let's go to Rocco in East Rutherford. What's going on, Rocco?
Hey, how are you, Bowman?
All right, Rocco, what's happening?
What's up, man?
I had a question for you.
Yes.
What do you think? Because everybody's talking about trading Donald.
Okay.
And I haven't heard anybody talk about what I was going to ask you. What if you trade Donald and also you trade out of the second pick and maybe go get somebody like Smith from the Redskins or keep Flacco there, build your both offensive and defensive line? Maybe the Jets would be in a better position the next year to draft a quarterback. What do you think about that?
Tank another season. That's what he wants.
Yeah, I don't think the coach is going to want to tank another season. They're going to want somebody of significance at quarterback.
I mean,
as much as I like Alex Smith or Ryan Fitzpatrick, I don't think you want to go down that road again.
The only way that you could be in a better position to draft a quarterback next year is if you have the number one overall pick, which means you'd have to have the worst record in football. So if that's what he's saying.
And there's no way that Rob Saleh wants to do that. And no way Joe Douglas wants to do that. You think Joe Douglas wants to go 6-10 next year?
No.
No, of course not.
Hell no. Although 6-10 would be a 5-win improvement. Let's go to Derek in Boston. What's up, Derek?
Hey, Gio, Boomer, how you guys doing?
Hey, D, what's happening?
Hey, I got a good one for your anniversaries. I was getting a kick of that picture and where Eddie said he doesn't really care about the day.
Yeah.
My first anniversary was 19 years ago. We got married on Valentine's Day. Mm-hmm. So it's cold up here in Boston that time of year. So I took her ice fishing. And didn't go over so well, but still together 19 years later.
Ice fishing.
Yeah, that really, Derek, was not about not celebrating anniversaries. That was just a story of your life and how you took her ice fishing.
But it was ice fishing, though.
And they were still together.
It's kind of interesting.
Yeah, but it was like the point is not caring about anniversaries. And I was thinking he had like a story about how he told his wife, I don't care about the anniversary, and she left or something. But no, that didn't work out the way it was. The way I was thinking. Never does. Really never does. Victor in East Islip. Hello, Victor.
How you doing? Good morning.
Hey, Victor, what's happening?
Hey, listen, don't ever stop talking about the boats and the water and all that stuff. I like listening to you guys more for that stuff than anything else.
Oh, thanks, Victor. Appreciate that. What do you got for us today?
And listen, as far as the Bengals uniforms, I think they should come out with one with Joe Exotic's picture on it.
Make a white helmet, third helmet with Joe Exotic's picture on it. Do you think they do the white helmet with the new uniforms?
You know what? I think their black and white color rush uniforms are pretty cool. Because they do have the albino Bengal tigers out there at the Cincinnati Zoo.
So?
They're pretty cool looking. They did that already.
But with the helmet, though.
Oh, I don't know if they'll do the helmet.
Oh, the white helmet.
Although I do think that the teams are going to alternate helmets this year, aren't they?
Yeah, that's why people think there's going to be a Bucko Bruce helmet with the Buccaneers.
With the full creamsicles, yeah.
Full creamsicle.
That would be awesome.
The only thing that could potentially top the Bucko Bruce full creamsicle would be an all-white Bengal uniform with the white Bengal helmet.
Yeah.
That would just be, those two would be one of the coolest things ever.
Do they play each other this year? That would be. Oh my God.
I know. Why do we love stuff like that so much?
I don't, because we're, 70s and early 80s football fans.
Yeah, but, I don't know. I want the orange, though, stripes with the white helmet. That's what I want.
You want the white, what?
I want the white helmet with the orange stripes. That's what I want, gray and black.
Yeah, but you have to understand, though, the Bengal, I guess it's an albino Bengal tiger is a white tiger with black stripes. That's why that black and white looks so good.
So they got to go straight tiger with that?
I think you have to, yeah. You want to go white helmet with orange stripes.
That's what I would like to see.
Yeah, I don't think that's happening.
Well, why not? That would be more, I don't know, it would be more on brand, I feel like. But I thought it was just a white tiger. It wasn't an albino tiger. Isn't a white tiger just a white tiger?
I guess it is.
Just a white tiger.
Yeah. No, I did a
Sports Minute on albino tigers?
No, a baseball card with a white tiger.
I've seen it. I've seen that. And white tiger cubs, did you not?
Yes.
I've seen that
those
one.
Those things are a little rough.
Of course they are. I mean, they're
kept scratching me.
I mean, like it's in their DNA to go and kill a gazelle. Tiger. What do you think? Yeah.
Yep. White tiger, yes.
Cool looking tiger.
They're very cool looking. That's why, if they did the whole thing, white and black, then that's pretty cool.
Okay. I understand where you're coming from now. You're going full white tiger on me.
CuriosityStream has thousands of documentary films and shows available on demand on any device. We're the Netflix for nerds, the Hulu for history buffs, the Disney Plus for the scientist in us. There sure are a lot of streaming services, aren't there? CuriosityStream is the one you definitely need if you're the type to nature dock and chill, if you're an armchair astronaut, if you prefer physics to psychics, or perhaps you know a precocious paleontologist. Go to CuriosityStream.com to learn more and sign up today.
Summer-only savings await at your local Hyundai dealer. Where you go from there is up to you. Huge savings, new vehicles arriving daily, and of course, America's best warranty. Get in to get away with it all at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Secure your 2021 Sonata or Elantra today for 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days. See your Hyundai dealer now during the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Offers end September 6, 2021. Call 562-314-4603 for offer terms and details.
Looking for a way to make quick cash? Making cash with DoorDash is super easy, guys. I love driving around my town, and now I can do that and get paid. Not to mention the sign-up process was so easy. Download the DoorDash driver app today to get started.
It's the morning show with Boomer Esiason and Greg Giannotti. Boomer and Gio.
The COVID-19 pandemic showed us how a microscopic virus could upend our lives. There is so much out there that we need to understand. But for every threat, there are heroes working at the edges of science and policy to protect us. I'm Dr. Abdul El-Sayed, former Detroit Health Director and host of Crooked Media's America Dissected. Every episode, I talk to the doctors, scientists, culture makers, and policy leaders who are working out new ways to protect us against our biggest threats. New episodes of America Dissected every Tuesday. Listen on Odyssey, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
On Pod Save the World, we want to be your cheat sheet for global events. My name is Tommy Vitor, and each week, my co-host Ben Rhodes and I break down the biggest stories from around the world. Ben and I both worked on President Obama's national security staff, and we'll introduce you to the activists, politicians, and journalists who can help us understand what's going on around the world, what it means for the United States, and what it's like being inside the White House Situation Room during a crisis. Listen on Odyssey, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your pods.